Ashland was home to a large community of people enslaved by the Clay family. The record of their lives is very fragmentary, in most cases, little more than names and passing references. Many of the places where they lived and worked, including the slave quarters at Ashland, are long gone. At least 122 persons appear in family records as enslaved by the Clay family. Henry Clay himself purchased about 60 of them. Little more is known about them, and so the job of recreating their lives has been very difficult. Most of the people enslaved at Ashland were put to work in agriculture. Henry Clay was one of the nation's leading producers of livestock, all raised by slave labor. Henry Clay enslaved more people for hemp than anything else, and it was very nasty and unhealthy work. Clay made much of his fortune from his farm and the labor of the people he enslaved to work it. The comfort and opulence the Clays enjoyed in their home also came from the labor of enslaved people. Cooking, child care, cleaning, and many other tasks at Ashland were done by enslaved people, often with great skill. These tasks could be intimate and often unpleasant, and often kept enslaved people from caring for their own homes and families. Life for those enslaved at Ashland was often very painful and difficult. They faced brutal physical punishment like whipping and endured many other forms of violence. The best documented family of enslaved people at Ashland is the Dupuis family, enslaved here for decades as coach drivers, valets, cooks, and caregivers. We know something more about them largely because Charlotte Dupuis sued Henry Clay for her freedom and that of her children. The only images of enslaved people we have from Ashland's history are of Charlotte Dupuis' husband, Aaron, and her son, Charles. By the time of his own death in 1852, Clay had freed Charlotte and other members of her family. They were among the few he emancipated. Freedom for others at Ashland and in Kentucky would wait until the 13th Amendment in December 1865.